Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find college!
Hi friends, welcome to SK Tamil Gamer YouTube channel live.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes
Night
their
live.
gems.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness. Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Elazar is a truly troublesome illness.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
அரை மணி நேரம் ஆர்கான் பண்ணலாம்.
Elazar is
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
கொஞ்ச நேரம் கேம் விளையாண்டுட்டு மறுப்போம். வந்ததே லேட்டு. எப்ப பார்த்தா லேட்டா விளையாடுறது.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
ஐயோ நைட் லைவ் போட்டுட்டு கொண்டிருக்கேன். போலாம் இருந்திருப்போம்.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there! All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. We handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Paimon, traveler, this way!
You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
ஒரு செகண்ட் எங்க போகணும்?
Nothing wrong with these 2 lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the 7 is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarasana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry. We understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Because you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
ஹாய் சவுண்டு ப்ரோ. சவுண்ட்ஸ் குட் ப்ரோ. ரெண்டாவது இருக்கிறது காக்காசின்னு சொல்ற ஒரு காட்டு காக்கா. அது என்ன பண்ணுதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. There's no one like Amber. She lives like to the fullest while always adhering. எனக்கும் அடிக்குதுன்னா ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. பரவாயில்ல, அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கோயா. இது இன்னைக்கு கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளம். கேம் வாய்ஸ் எக்கோ அடிக்குதா? அது பிரச்சனை இல்லை, சவுண்டு கம்மி பண்ணா போயிடும். ஆமா ப்ரோ. டெய்லி பாப்பீங்க. ஆமா ஞாபகம் இருக்குது பேரு. அது இந்த ஜென்ஷின் மைண்ட் ஃப்ரீயா இருக்குது. நைட்டு கொஞ்ச நேரம் விளையாண்டு தூங்குறது இப்பெல்லாம். இன்னைக்கு வெளிய போயிட்டனா ஒரே டயர்டு. டெய்லி பாப்பா. டெய்லி பாப்பாவா? டெய்லி பாப்பா. நல்லா இருக்கு. பாப்பா பாப்பா.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
சரி சரி ப்ரோ. இது முடிச்சிட்டா எனக்கு கான்டெயின் பண்ணணும். டன் டன் டடன்.
sorry.
தலைவர் ஏதோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. அதுக்கு கண்டுக்காதீங்க.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
காலை லைக் சாம்பர். ம்.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you.
தலைவர் பல காலமா காணோம். எங்க போய் பேசுறது? உனையும் தான் பல காலமா காணோம்.
So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
ஆமா இடையே நான் எப்பயுமே லைவ்ல தான் ப்ரோ கிடக்குறேன். எக்ஸாம் வருதா? ஏன் ப்ரோ இப்படி கேட்டீங்க? அதான் தினமும் விளையாண்டுட்டு தான் இருக்கிறேன். ஏதோ ஒன்று பண்ண வேண்டியதுதான் ஜென்ஷன் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி. நேத்தும் தூக்கம் வந்துருச்சு. இன்னைக்கு தூக்கம் வரல. அதனால கொஞ்ச நேரம் படிப்பேன். சி படிக்கிறத பத்தி பேசியிருக்கேன். நானும் படிக்கிறேங்க. இப்போதைக்கு விளாடுவேன். அதான் ப்ரோ நானும் யோசிச்சேன் போடலாமா வேண்டாமான்னு யோசிச்சுட்டே இருந்தேன். சரி போட்டுருவோன்னு போட்டேன். அது சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு. வெளியே வேற போயிட்டு வந்தேன்னா ஐயோ தலைவலி வந்துருச்சு. இல்ல வெயில்ல சுத்தி மண்டை காய்ச்சி வச்சு மதியான நேரம் வெயில்ல போகவே கூடாது.
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
சமாளிபிகேஷன் ஆமா. என்னங்க காலை லைக் சாம்பர் வித்தியாசமா இருக்கு.
In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
மிஸ்டரிஷ் டிராகன் இல்ல, திவாலிய நித்து போனது. வெண்டியோட பெட்டுனா இப்படி இருக்கும். வெண்டியோட பெட்டு எல்லாமே அப்படித்தான் இருக்கும். ஒன்னும் சொல்றதுக்கு இல்ல.
I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up. Please know that you two have my complete trust. Really.
புரியனை எடுத்துட்டு ரைடன் வித் வெப்பன் எடுத்துக்கலாம். நான் அப்படிதான் பிளான். ரைடன் வித் வெப்பன் பாஸ்.
I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
சுமேரு ஆர்கான் பத்தி சொன்னா பரவாயில்ல.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon?
ஏன்னா என் தங்கச்சி காணோம்.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
பாய்மான் மட்டும் எமர்ஜென்சி போட்.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
எமர்ஜென்சி
You both
போட்
had my
எப்படி எல்லாம்
thanks.
பேசு.
While you two were up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
டைம் அவுட் வாங்கிட்டு காலை அங்க போக தொலை வேண்டியதான் இங்கே நின்று இருக்கிற.
I'm not a very good climber, so I'll just let you handle the statue. I'll go check the facilities up ahead. By the way, once we're done with our work here, would you like to chat some more?
உங்களோட எவன் சேட் பண்றது? இத மேல போறதுக்கு இங்க ஒரு ஈஸியான வழி இருக்குது. அதை விட்டுட்டு போக வேண்டியதான் மேல. எப்படி எக்ஸாமின் பண்றது? ஓ அதுவே பண்ணிருமா?
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have
Okay,
to
bro,
figure that out
தூங்குங்க.
later.
நானும் கொஞ்ச நேரம் தான் போடலான்னு பார்த்தேன். தூங்கிடுவேன் சீக்கிரம். சரி போய் படுங்க. இல்ல என்கிட்ட 4 நாள் தான் இருக்கு புரியுனா அப்புறம் ஊன்ட்டு போயிடும். அப்ப அது எடுக்க முடியாது, கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா போயிடும். நாளைக்கு சீக்கிரம் தான் ப்ரோ போடணும். டைம் இல்ல புரியனாக்கு. இன்னைக்கே போட்டது லேட்டு.
Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work. That's one
Okay,
clean
bro.
statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
ஸ்டாச்சு கிளீன் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஸ்டாச்சு நல்லா இருக்கு. ஸ்டாச்சு ஆஃப் 7 சூப்பரா இருக்கு. இந்த ஸ்டாச்சுல இருந்து கீழே போய்க்கலாம். Okay bro, good night. சூப்பர் போங்க, சார்ஜ் இல்ல. கேம் நிறைய சார்ஜ் இருக்குது, கிராபிக்ஸும் போகுது. சந்துரு அந்த கேட்டோட தான் பண்ணு தினமும். ஆனா இந்த காக்கா தான் லைவுக்கு வரதே இல்லை. பரவாயில்ல, ஃபோர்ஸ் எல்லாம் பண்ண வேண்டாம். சரி நம்ம அடுத்த வேலையை பார்ப்போம். ஆர்கான் கோஸ்ட் ஆர்கான் கோஸ்ட் நிறைய இருக்கு. 33 மீட்டரா முடிக்கணுமே சீக்கிரம். அது வேறு பூனை, அவ்வளோதான். Hi, we are back. Hmm.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
என்ன இங்க வர கூட்டா?
Food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a
அதுதான்.
stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to
தெரியும்.
show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
ஷாங்லிங் வந்து நான் இந்த ஸ்டோரி பண்ணவே இல்லை. நான் பண்ணி தொலையணும் அப்பதான் ஞாபகம் வரும். பண்ணிட்டேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஞாபகம் இல்லை அந்த கதை.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
பீட்டா பாக்கெட்டா? பாக்கெட்லாம் திம்பியா?
Whoops! Ah, no, you dropped it on the ground.
சரி
Not
எடுத்துன்னு.
to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
நேத்து தான் நான் 1000 வரணும். இன்னைக்கெல்லாம் முடியாது. 500 தான். அது பண்றதுக்கே கடுப்பாகுது.
Those pitas are amazing. You're quite the cook, Kale.
காலை
Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature, but Master's actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
சுமேரு ஏன் வந்து கத்திக்கிட்டே இருக்கு? என்னங்க கதை மாத்து வேணும். கதையே நல்லா இருக்கு.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why, is he going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this.
பாய்மணியில் வராது நான் வச்சு
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
கந்தர்வ கோட்டைக்கு போறோம்.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
கந்தர்வ கோட்டைக்கு போலாம். போன் சார்ஜ் இல்ல. கந்தர்வ கோட்டைக்கு போலாம். கந்தர்வ கோட்டை கந்தர்வ கோட்டை
wilderness is so much fun.
வந்து கமெண்ட் பார்க்க போயிருக்க கமெண்ட் பார்க்கறதுக்கு லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஃபோன் சார்ஜ் இல்லை, இப்படிதான் பார்க்கணுமா? வாங்க ட்ரை பண்றேன். கந்தர்வா காடு.
Ah, traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
அலை
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Dead on my feet. I think I'll stay here a while.
The rainforest is the best place to live.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
சைனாரி.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No, no need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் போயிட்டு
All right, let's
Tainari.
continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah,
Fatui.
it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gendarvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gendarvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Sumeru rose actually.
There should be Nilot Pala Lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
என்னையா இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்டா கொடுக்குறான் வாட்டர்ல இருக்கு 4 வேணுமா நல்லா தான் போகுது ஃபர்ஸ்ட்
Alright, we've gathered enough Nilot Pala Lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
எது கூப்பிடுறானுங்க
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gendarvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gendarvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the Withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements. Don't sweat it. We've helped others deal with similar situations before.
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show you both how to identify the Withering before you left Gendarvaville. Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me. I'm sure you'll both be able to help.
Time to act. Body and mind.
சுமேரு நல்லா இருக்குது.
Hey, look! That gloomy area over there looks like a withering zone. Even though Paimon's seen one before, it's still kinda scary.
All right, Traveler. We're about to enter the Withering Zone. Since you already have experience dealing with these things, you should already know what to do. But please remember, don't push yourself. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
டைனாரி ட்ரையல் கொடுப்பானுங்களா?
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the Withering Zone.
My apologies.
கலர் டென்ட்ரோ பாட்டிக்கலாம்.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Go.
Whirling snow!
Scatter!
Rain outlines your fate. Sakura swirl! My apologies.
Now! Destroy the tumor of the withering.
இப்படி அடிக்கிறது.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
சரி அப்படியே ஆஃப்லைன்ல விளையாடுறேன். நாளைக்கு பார்ப்போம். இன்னைக்கு ஆஃப்லைன்ல விளையாடுறேன். எல்லாம் ரெஸ்ட் எடுங்க. இன்னைக்கு நான் போட்டதே லேட்டு. அதனாலதான் நைட்லயே போடணும். சரி நாளைக்கு பார்த்துக்கலாம். ஓகே பாய். யாராச்சும் இருக்கீங்களா? பாய்.